Hey, welcome back, friends. Welcome to the another episode of IBPS IT Officer Examination question paper pattern, syllabus, and complete analysis. In this video series, we are going to discuss the IBPS SOIT Officer Exam professional knowledge subject regarding question and paper pattern that will be very helpful for the exam which will be conducted in 2018 and 19. So with this we will start. You all guys know already the paper pattern and the syllabus and the subjects that are most important subject. In the last video we have already completed that thing. Okay, please see the video. This video will bring you a complete knowledge about the professional knowledge subject. Let us start. The first question that in this series, that the term DFD stands for. The DFD stands for a data flow diagram. That's a very simple question. Okay, and we know very well a DFD is a data flow diagram. That is a graphical representation of a flow of data. Okay, flow of data or information through the system. We have another term that is ER diagram. ER diagram is entity relationship diagram. That's not the question, but it's regarding this. If we talk about the ER diagram, then that time remember a ER diagram, if a entity is there, we represents a rectangle is represents a entity. Okay, then ellipse represents the attribute, and most importantly we have a diamond to represent the relationship. Okay, it's a relationship. Okay, a diamond inside a diamond can be one of the possibility that represents the weak relationship. A rectangle inside a rectangle represents a weak entity. And regarding the attributes, when an ellipse is represents the attribute, where if a attribute name, below that name, if this complete line is there, if a line is drawn below the name, then that is called as that will be a primary key of a primary key of such a attributes represents a primary key. And if a weak attribute is represented by a dotted line below attribute name. That are regarding the ER diagram. The question was regarding the data flow diagram. Okay, so most important terms we are going to discuss here. The next question is regarding which of the following is a standalone malware that replicates itself to spread to other computer and does not need to attach itself to an existing computer. If you are unable to see the complete question, I will tell you which of the following is standalone malware that replicates itself to spread to other computers and does not need to attach itself on an existing program. That question regarding to the networking security. A worm has ability to replicate itself. The answer for this question is a worm. Virus can be categorized in the same, but it is a malicious program that is not going to replicate itself in order to spread to the other computer. Okay, viruses are spread unless you open them. You have to, if you click once even for a virus, then it opens and then only it will work. For worm, it is not there. Worm is very dangerous in that case. For a standalone, we have question regarding the standalone malware. Okay, so the answer for this question is a worm. We have the other thing also, where let us talk about these things, that what is Trojan. Trojan is something, a program that works in background and which is going to get the access to your computer through the another program. Okay, that is the Trojan, and that will something different. That is something that the Trojan means you are something is shown that is different from what exactly is happening. Okay, that is regarding the Trojan. Traps is similar, that you are trap the term trap is regarding to the network security, but this is not the answer for this question. And a spam is something that a program or that is sending you unnecessarily. Okay, that is a spam. Unnecessarily it is provided to you without your need. So like a virus is also, we are not expecting a virus. Like a spam is something that is not your not is very important for you, but they are provided, unfortunately they got into your mailbox or anywhere. Okay, we will the answer for this question is a worm. Okay, understand the differences between a worm and virus. Okay, virus replicates but unless until you open it, and for worm it replicates itself. Unlike computer virus, it does not need to attach itself to an existing program, but worm can itself. Okay. Okay. So we will move to the next question. That next question is, which of the following statement about binary tree is not true? A binary tree is one that has that every node has exactly one parent, and also it is only need to have uh, which is exactly one parent is wrong one. Okay, no, every node has exactly one parent, that is wrong one. It need to have a two childrens, that is the most important thing for a binary tree. We would learn very well about that binary tree, that the every node has at most two childrens, and at most two children. Okay, one can have one also, but when we have exactly two children, then it is called as a complete binary tree. The question is regarding that the statement about the binary tree is not true. Something false false statement is there, that every node has exactly one parent. That is not thing. Exactly one parent is not there. Okay, some node can have zero children. Yes, it is true, cause the last one, that is leaf node that has a zero children. So, and in a complete binary tree, you can see such scenario there, the last one has a zero children. Okay, uh, this is the question regarding to the data structure. Most importantly, uh, it's a hierarchical diagram, that a tree represents a hierarchical way of programming. Okay, hierarchical data. Okay, we will move to the next question. As next question is regarding 8086 microprocessor. This type of questions asked many times in the exam, so they are most important for us. The overflow flag is set to 8086 microprocessor is set in 8086 microprocessor when a condition, option A, the sum is more than 16, the difference is more than 16 bit, carry and sign flag are set, zero flag is set, and a single digit numbers goes out of their range after the arithmetic operation. Definitely go out of their ranges after means a overflow type of condition is there. Even if you don't have a knowledge about regarding the 8086 microprocessor, in general way you can click option number E, because it is going out of the range that the arithmetic operation, then the overflow flag is set. Actually, this is most important term, that overflow flag, which is also called as a V flag, that is a single bit in a system status registers used to indicate when the arithmetic overflow has occurred in an operation, indicating that the signed 2's complement result would not fit in the number of the bits used for the operation. It means a very simple thing, that the 2's complement result would not fit in the number of bits using operation. Okay, for that purpose the overflow flag is used, and that is set in the 8086 microprocessor. Okay, uh, you may be somewhere confused regarding the sum is more than 16 bit. Okay, uh, how much bit 8086 microprocessor, you know, and it's of either 16 bit or 128 bit. So at that time you may confuse, maybe it regarding to the option number A, maybe regarding option number A may be similar to that. Write in the comment how many bits 8086 microprocessor is and how many bit 8085 microprocessor is. We'll move to the next question. The next question, just a second, we will move to the next question. Okay, the question is the delay in execution of an instruction in an instruction pipeline in order to resolve a hazard is called as a bubble. Okay, the delay in execution of the instruction in an instruction pipeline means the instructions are coming one after another. Okay, in order to resolve a hazard, it is a term that is called as a bubble. Okay, that is also regarding to the microprocessor, a digital electronic question, most important question you may see in the exam. Okay, this question is similar to the digital electronics microprocessor. You may this may be categorized into microprocessor also. The NMI microprocessor stands for a non-maskable interrupt. It is a hardware interrupt that cannot be ignored by masking techniques. The option have non-maskable interrupt, new machine interface, non-maskable interface, new microprocessor interface, new microprocessor interrupt. But the answer is a non-maskable interrupt. We know it is typically used to signal the attention from the non-recoverable hardware error that is there. So NMI is the NMI means a non-maskable interrupt. We may have you may see one another important question regarding the same interrupt. Okay, regarding the interrupt, which one is the highest priority? You may see there are so many options, but the trap has the highest priority. Okay, priority. And tell me the location of that trap address. What is that interrupt address, trap location address? If you know, please write in the comment. Okay, so it may be it starts with the 24 and write in the comment. Okay, location address of what trap and that is the address of the trap instruction or interrupt. The trap has the highest priority, so that I wanted to tell you here. Regarding the interrupt, it was a non-maskable interrupt. Okay. Okay, the next question is a 4-bit aggregation is called as. A 4-bit aggregation is called as, very important question, it is called as a nibble. Okay, very most important term. When a byte is there, a byte is a 8-bit. 8-bit becomes 8-bit means bit means binary digit. Bit means B means binary and T means it is from this one is from like this, and digit it is like this, BIGT. This BIT becomes bit, this BI and the last one T becomes binary bit. Okay, so 8-bit represents 8-bit means 0 1 0 1 0 0 something, or that is in the 0 or 1. That 8-bit represents a 1 byte, we know. Okay, and similarly, if only 4 bits are there, then what it is represents? It represents a 1 nibble. Okay, and in the other way you can say a 2 nibble means a 1 byte. Okay, and rest we all other things we know. However, we will continue. That 1024 bytes means 1 kb, 1 kilobyte. Okay, 1024 kilobyte means becomes 1 MB, equal to 1 MB. Okay, write down if you don't know regarding the nibble. You maybe you may don't know, so let you know these things. Okay, a 4-bit aggregation is called as a nibble. Okay, the next question is regarding DBMS. When select star from is used in the SQL query, how many columns present in the table are displayed in the result? That is very simple question. Option is 1, 2, 4, 8, or all of the columns present in the row. If we are going to select star from a table name, then star represents all the columns that are the part of that table. So star will give us all those columns that are available as a structure for that table. Okay, so the answer and if you specify some of the columns, then at the time of a query you have to write the select a column name, comma column name, to comma other column name if there's are from and table name. Okay, that's very simple question. And there are some important terms regarding the count. Okay, count of 0. Yes, important thing, star will give us all the important values. Okay, we will cover here. Count of star, have you tried even count of star? What is going to give you regarding the count of star? Write in the comment what that command give us regarding the count of star. Okay, that is going to give you all the values, all including null and everything. Okay, the next question is regarding the software engineering, that the spiral model was first described by. This is the most important question, many times have been asked. So the spiral model was described by the Barry Boehm. You write it many a time, 5 to 10 times, and recite it very well, because this may be a question in the next exam. You may have this question, that agile, regarding the agile, who has developed the agile model? Then the answer is a Scott Ambler. Okay, A for Ambler, A for agile. Okay, you can consider waterfall model, W for waterfall, W for Winsel Royce. And regarding the rapid application development, then it is developed by the James Martin. I think so. This rapid application development was developed by IBM also. That's something which company I exactly don't know, but write in the comment if you know. I don't know exactly which company has tried to develop that rapid application development model. If you know that thing, write in the comment. If you don't know, search on the Google and then comment. Okay, we will move to the next question, and you let it be. If this type of question, you may another type of question I would like to ask you here. That may not be similar to that one, but new technologies are coming in the market. Big data or Hadoop, what we call as a big data or Hadoop, whatever you will call it. So who has developed it? Who developed it? Okay, who developed big data or Hadoop? You know it. Okay, it is a development under which language? Then you have to know it. Okay, or the question, maybe Facebook developed which technology you have, which technology. You may have question that you may have question like this: Facebook have developed this many technologies. So you may see option 1 is a Hadoop, um, or Android. Another option can be Android, another option can be Hive, and maybe another option also there, or you may call this as AI, artificial intelligence. Facebook have developed which technology? So answer is Hive. They have their own data they have introduced this technology for their own data center. Okay, so that can be one of the question. So remember Hives, okay, for Facebook. The next question we will discuss here is a binary equivalent for the octal number 71. Octal number 71 is very simple to you can very simple way you can calculate. Okay, 71, I'm really sorry. If I have said 71, I should not say like a 71. I need to say 71, because it's a binary it's a octal number. So binary equivalent for octal number 71. How we are going to calculate it? 7 and then another term, next digit is 1. So 7 multiplied by 1, 7 multiplied by 8, and then 1 is not going to multiply because it is 8 to the power 1. This one is 8 to the power 1, and this one is 8 to the power 0. Last one digit is 8 to the power 0. 8 to the power 0 becomes 1, and then 8 to the power 1 becomes 8. 8 to the power 1 becomes 8. So 7 into 8 will give us a result will be 7 into 8 and plus 1. So 7 into 8 is 56 plus 1, it becomes 57. Now it is our decimal conversion. Decimal number we got from a octal number. Okay, from a octal. Now what we will do, we will convert this decimal to a binary. Now decimal to binary, we know decimal to binary. Decimal to binary for 57, you can calculate by different we have another different options. We can calculate in a way. We will categorize into 1632, and like 1632 becomes 40, 32 plus 16 becomes 48. Then after 48 become, we have 8. 48 plus 8 becomes 54, plus 54, then plus we have to add only 3. Okay, then 4 cannot be answered, so we will skip here 4 1. Okay, I will put here a dash, and then we will add 2, and then we'll add 1. Okay, so it simply means 1 1 1 0 1 1. Okay, that is the answer. Now we will check out this answer, and that's correct. Okay, we have different methods we can adopt, you should adopt. Okay, this is regarding to my explanation. Okay, according to what I think, you may be thinking in different way. You can calculate a traditional way, traditional method is there, but you need to you must need to know this conversion to octal to binary. To if you want to convert, then we have to convert it to decimal and then convert to the binary. Same thing will apply to hexadecimal to binary, or in the every other approach. Okay, and the most importantly, I would like to tell you, we have started regarding these things. So you need to know one's complement. How to calculate one's complement, like this. Now we will convert the one's complement of this number, okay, 11100 11100 How you will convert this ones complement of this number? 1 is to replaced by 0 and 0 is replaced by 1. Sorry, one's complement, yes, we are going to replace 0 by 1 and 1 by 0, so it will give you this value. So one's complement for this number is this much. If you want to calculate the 2's complement, it is 1's complement. Okay, this is the number digit, and we have find is 1's complement. Okay, now how you will calculate the 2's complement? I think it's very simple. We won't be spending much time next time, but if you don't know, then remember, to calculate 2's complement you just need to add 1 to the last digit of 1's complement, so the result will be the 2's complement. Similarly, the 2's complement becomes like this. 2's complement become, for 2's complement it becomes 0 0 0 1 1 1. Very simple. Okay, you must know these things. Now, how to convert a binary digit to a gray code and gray code to a binary digit? Okay, let us see that thing also if we don't know. Okay, and most importantly, we will discuss here one another thing, that regarding the 1's complement and 2's complement, we never calculate the 1's complement for a negative number. We always calculate these things for a positive number. Okay, we always calculate 1's complement or 2's complement for positive numbers. We cannot calculate for negative number. If a negative number is there, then the first digit of like these things, there is 1 available. Okay, for a negative digit, and that is something different concept. But remember, 1's complement, 2's complement we will calculate for positive numbers. Importantly, we have started, so we should know the other thing also. Gray code conversion, gray code to binary. Okay, gray code to binary. Gray code to binary. Very simple thing. If a gray code is like this, if you want to convert to the binary, or if a binary is there and then to convert a gray code, the steps are very simple. You just need to add this term. This is we are going to add to the other one, like we are going to add these two terms, like this way, and add these two terms, and adding, you know how to add them. Like one will be there, 1. If we add 1 to 1 inside 1, like this, whole these things, this 1 and 1, it becomes 0. If you add 1 to 1, it becomes 0. If we have 1 to 1, it becomes 0. If we add 1 to 0, then it becomes 1. Then if we add 0 to 0, it becomes 0. If we add 0 to 0, it becomes 0. If we add 0 to 1, it becomes 1. So in this way we can convert a gray code to a binary, and similarly you can convert a binary to a gray code in the same manner what we have done in a reverse way. There you see other videos. There are so many videos. You can search on Wikipedia. You will know. If you don't know, go through it. So it is most important in terms of exam. You may see similar questions. You may see even convert a hexadecimal to gray code, like the thing. Then what to do? So understand. So for that purpose, search on Wikipedia and understand how to do that. We will cover next question. Which of the following is not a part of a relational database? A relational database is most important term in terms of RDBMS. Okay, RDBM is relational database and perfectly relational database. We will talk on that. Okay, for this question, which of the following is not a part of a relational database? Option are primary key, index, metadata, analytics, none of the above. As far as the relational database, analytics is not a part. It is a part of a higher relational database or more than the relational database for terms of a online transaction processing system database. Okay, OLTP type of data. It is not a part of relational database. Okay. Um, what does higher I want to say means higher technology I wanted to say, not exactly the higher relational database. Okay, I might have said. Okay, sorry. For that purpose, a relational database is having a primary key inside it, indexes inside it, metadata, and we have other terms we all know, views. We may have objects. Okay, object of database means tables, views, data dictionary, other things that are part of a relational database. Okay, and regarding this question, analytics was given in the answer. Given in the answer. Analytics need to understand. Analytics need to be derived from a data present in relational database. In terms, unfortunately, I said a higher relational database. That is not exactly, but a relational database data which is available, we are deriving something from it, and it is not directly a part of relational database always. Okay, understand this thing. What is OLAP? What is OLTP? What is OLTP? OLAP, you guys know OLTP? OLTP, OLAP, online analytical processing and online transaction processing. Okay, both are the different terms. Understand. In terms of SBI IT office examination, these are the most important terms because they have asked many times the questions regarding the OLTP and OLAP. But as far as the IBPS SOIT officer exam is concerned, then understand this much knowledge regarding that is sufficient, and you must know in depth also regarding this thing terms, and more higher to this technologies are also available. Okay, so we will cover we have covered this question. We will go to the next question. Search engine is a website, option A, used by large corporation, used to find information on the internet, used to find other website for admissions, used by intelligence agency, and none of the above. You got the exact answer, that used to find the information on the internet. In which layer of the OSI model are bits are packaged into frame? Okay, remember, whenever this question comes like a bit or a frame regarding question, in a OSI model term frame is regarding, then a frames will work at which for which device, like a switch. Okay, switch will handle all those packaging into frames. So similarly, the answer will lie for a switch will work at which layer? We know it will work at the data link layer. You need to think in that way, and in other way, if you know the answer, then it always good. But if you don't know the answer, you need to think in this way. Packaged are into frames, and the frames are packaged into frame is done by the switches. If a switch is there and the switch is lying in the data link layer, you must be knowing how, you must know these things, at which layer which what lies. Okay, we will cover something important. If a HTTP request is there, then it will if a HTTP request is there for a web browser, then it lies in the application layer, HTTP layer. Okay, HTTP regarding request. Okay, then we have a encryption decryption type of thing on our view level. Okay, We generally see many of the uh, CGI, or we all may see we may see JavaScripts. More than that, it's CSS, HTML technology, I wanted to say. Then encryption, decryption. Then that will work at which layer? Decryption. That will work at the view level. Okay, we know that will work at a view layer. View level is, I wanted to say, presentation layer. Okay, presentation layer. And we know, if you know these things, if you know our routers, how routers work, our routers works at which layer, then it will work at the network layer. How it will work at network layer? You know, your computer connected to the internet, like suppose I give, for example, I will give your computer connected to the Airtel broadband. Now Airtel broadband is connected to the Airtel base station, or either broadband. Instead of broadband, I will say Airtel router. Then Airtel router will send your signal to the base station, and thereafter base station to the other base station, or there may be whatever it is, but they will be go through a routers. There are sub routers available in the path from where your data is fetched and they are put on your computer. There are so many routers inside your network layer. So routers lies inside the network layers. Okay, uh, you must need to know for your switches. Now here, for that purpose, we will, most importantly, the question regarding to that, the switches. Your switches converts the data into frames. Okay, data packaged into frames. Okay, not convert, they are packaged into frames, and that those frames will send to the low level. Low level means what? Your uh, actually converted into the bits, actually converted the exact physical format, like 0 to 110. So they are packaged into frames. So that is done by the switches. And so switches will work at which layer? They will work at the data link layer, exactly the data packaged. So data link layer they will work, and exact transfer of data is done at physical layer, exact data transfer. Okay, so OSI model are the bits, open system interconnection. Okay, it's not an interface. Open system interconnection. Okay, OSI. So the data link layer is the layer 2, second layer of the 7 layer of the OSI. Sorry, second layer of seven layer of OSI model of computer networking. The data link layer translates the message to from the network layer into bits to the physical layer. Okay, so it will transfer to the physical layer to transmit it, format message into the data frame, and adds and customized header. And sometimes they add, not sometimes they add, okay, customized header containing the source and destination hardware addresses. Data link layer is responsible for uniquely identifying each device on a local network. This is the most important thing. The data link layer is going to is responsible for uniquely identifying. Okay, let us go to the next question. Before going to the next question, we have other thing also. We have seen transport layer. At transport layer, our all most important protocols are working. One of the important protocol is the IP, internet protocol. Okay, regarding the session layer, what's in the session layer lies, like, and when we give an online examination, our cache is stored. Then the cache is the cache, what exactly it is? It is a part of a session layer. Okay, cache. We have other terms also. In PHP you might have learned that all those things. Okay, so cache is stored on your local system in order to give you a fast access. Okay, that are not a part of a main memory. Okay, exactly, that are not part of main memory, but in the similar way they work, but they are the fastest. Okay, they are the fastest one memory. Okay, when okay, so we will move to the next question. The Linux command used to list the files in the dictionary is ls. ls ls stand for list. Okay, list is another command that is also available. This is not the thing exactly. dir is also a command. Show files, I don't know about show files or epgrep, but I know ls is the command that is there in the Linux command used to list the files in the dictionary, directory. um, Write in the comment for which, for paper for pattern matching, which command is used in the Linux. I will give you the option: ls, list, grep, egrep, dir. Which command is used in the Linux used to for pattern matching? Okay, write in the comment. uh, Another important command in the, okay, not regarding to the Linux operating Linux command, I will ask you one another question that is also most important. Which command is there in the dbms? Okay, not exactly regarding to the Linux, but dbms, we will move to dbms. Which command is there in the dbms for current timestamp? We have covered this question in earlier session. Current timestamp, stamp. Okay, what is the answer for current timestamp? Which command is there? Okay, for in dbms. In Linux there are so many commands, go through them. Definitely one will be the part, one command will be there in the exam, you may see question. Okay, next question is regarding the shared memory is primarily used for, primarily it is used for in an inter-process communication. The shared memory is used. We have option: effective utilization of main memory. Shared memory is primarily used for effective utilization of main memory, or either inter-process communication or file transfer or network access. Shared memory is used in the inter-process communication. It may be simultaneously accessed by the multiple programs with an intent to provide the communication among them or avoid the redundant copies. It is efficient means of passing data between the programs. Okay, so shared memory, that one. So shared means inter-process. You can understand inter, in between, or a shared. So you can hit the answer option B also. Don't give that much time. If you have, if you know that things, if you understand by, if you got that sense that inter-process or in a shared one is similar, then hit that answer. Let it be in the negative. If you whatever it may be, if you unfortunately you lost it, then it will be acceptable. In some cases it can be acceptable. You can use your sense, but that won't be possible like such these questions. Okay, we will cover the next question. The next question is the banking and financial sector digital signature certificates are provided by. Who provide this digital signature? Banking and financial sector digital signatures are provided by which of the following? Individual banks? Does it provide the individual banks? I think so, no. They are provided by the RBI. I don't know. Maybe. Now if the question is in the IBPS SO exam like this, there can be chances, like a question is itself a digital signature question that comes under the security part in the networking. Like so, question can be a part. How digital signature works, we need to understand that thing also. But for banking and financial sector, who provides the digital signature? Okay, who provides the digital signature? Then the answer is IDRBT, Institute for Development and Research in Banking Technology, that issues this thing. And digital signature, you know well, digital signature is for what purpose? It is similar to the identity of a person in a manner, in electronic form, or you can say that it will be used helpful for sharing a message also. That a digital signature provided with the encryption technology. There are so many uh, classes available for a digital signature: class 2 encryption, class 3 encryption. If you file the income tax, then at least you need class 2 encryption level digital signature. Class 3 encryption digital signature is adopted by institutions. If you don't know, then you find information regarding digital signature. And digital signature, basically the digital signature, they have and there are the encryption and decryption technology is used. Means when a sender is sending you a message, that will be opened only by your private key that is shared with you. Okay, and private keys are available only at the receiver end. However, the sender has both public and private key. Okay, so understand that term also, public key and private key sharing. Okay, we will cover the next question. The number of a stable state of a flip flop. I think so there are only two states. Okay, number of stable states for a flip flop is two states are there available, and that can be that can be that can be sorry sorry of the number of stable states of a flip flop is 2. A flip flop is a circuit that has two stable states, and that can be used to store the state information. In most cases, 0 indicates the one of the state, and 1 is the other state. Okay, there are only two states for a flip flop. And a flip flop is what exactly a flip flop is? You must know it's the smallest unit of a memory, is one of the smallest unit of a memory register, the smallest register. Okay, that is the flip flop. That is what exactly flip flop. You may find options, the half adder, whatever options may be there, but the flip flop will be the answer for such question. Okay, next question is, the address of the first element in an array is called as the base address. The first element of the regarding the array, we will see most important things regarding the array. I will tell you. Regarding the array, we use this sign. Okay, array name indicate, and we have a type of a data type. Data type means a type of data which is going to handle by an element, like this. Array name, if I give a array name, then this can be the syntax for array, for integer array. But however, I can give in this way also. That doesn't mean that is not going to differ. Okay, the question is, what is this first element? Okay, the array index starts from the 0. Array index starts from the 0th location. Okay, the first element will lie at 0th index. That is the important thing about the array. And what is array? What is array? What is array? But array is a collection of similar data elements. Collection of similar. It is a collection of elements of similar data type. Elements of similar data type. Okay. Elements of similar data type. Now we have gone into something like data structure. So if I want to ask you one more question, then element of a similar data type is an array. So what is a data structure then? It is a collection of different data types. It is called as a data structure. For a similar data type, it is an array. And now what is the difference between an array and what is the difference between a data structure and classes and data structure? Classes and data structure, differences between the classes and data structure. If you know well, then it's good. If you don't know, I will tell you. Data structure is also, it is a collection of different data elements. It is a collection of elements of different data types. Similarly, classes are also a collection of different data of different data types. But classes has by default their nature. In Java itself, in Java, classes are by default are private in nature. Okay, their working is a private nature. All the methods are private by default. Okay, but for a data structure, it's not there. All the methods introduced in the data structure are public, and for classes they are private. All methods are private. What other things we can say? However, except this, not so many. These are the most importantly. Okay, data structure has all the access to the data structure. Methods are public. All the access to the member function or the functions in the classes are private by nature. And if you tell me the object, regarding the object, data structure has objects. Similarly, classes also objects. But I think so now we have gone so far away from the arrays. Okay, actual question was regarding the array. So we'll move to the question. Question was address of the first element of an array is a base address. If you asked about the first address of the class, then I cannot say, cause it is a reference. It is always a reference, and remember that is stored in the heap memory. Okay, the classes are stored in the heap memory, and data structure is stored for a stack memory. Implementation by a stack. Okay, classes are implemented by heap memory. Okay, heap memory, and this is our by stack one. What this implementation means, you need to, for this purpose, if you don't know what is the implementation, you understand, go through the data structure book, you will understand. Okay, there are so many terms. Go through data structure, all those things will be clear to you. We will move to the next question now. We have spent too much time on array, and there are a lot of things to talk about the array even. Okay, multiple array, multidimensional array, array index, out of bound exception, how are they are coming. Okay, so accordingly, when a question will be there, we will discuss it. Surely we will discuss it. Okay, next question is a circuit that can transmit data in both direction but not at the same time during the operation is called, option A is simplex, second is half duplex, third is full duplex, fourth is tri-state, fifth one is asynchronous. Remember what the question is: data in both direction. Data in both direction but not at the same time. Like a walkie-talkie, like a policeman has that one. What he has? A walkie-talkie. No, sorry. What he called as wireless. Okay. Where that question is? Just 1 second. Like a policeman has a wireless, that when a communication is done, they transmit the data in both direction, but only one is sending at one time. Okay. Like what walkie-talkie is a half duplex device. Only one party can talk at time. Telephone we can talk in both. It is a full duplex. Okay, both parties can talk simultaneously. Simplex means only sending, no one is receiving, only sending and only receiving. Okay. Tri-state, regarding tri-state, I don't know. Asynchronous means a blocking state. One is sending, other is also sending. One is receiving, other is also receiving. Asynchronous is something a confusion. I got some confusion about the asynchronous type of operation. But as far as the asynchronous concept regarding asynchronous is a blocking one. Okay. The next question is the range of values that a data element in a database can contain is called its. The range of the values that a data element in a database can contain is called its domain. Okay. The data domain refers to all the values which a data element may contain. What is data dictionary? Write in the comment. Most important term. Okay, study well regarding the data dictionary. Write in the comment. How they are relating to the domain also. Write it. Next question. The possibility of two different keys, key 1 and key 2, mapping to the same hash address is known as option 1 collision, second one overlapping, third one blend, fourth one deadlock, and last one is none of the above. Option A, collision, means what? Collision is a situation that occurs when two distinct pieces of data have the same hash value. Okay, that is called as a collision. Key value pair, you must be knowing this term. Like a xy coordinate, you know xy coordinate. Like in the same manner, a key values pair is there, and key value pair represents a hash value. Key 1 means and key 2. Okay, like xy coordinate, hash key pair we call as key pair. Either if one is a key, then it will second will represent the values. Okay, so it is a hash type of a data in Java. When we have covered the concept of when we covers this concept of interfaces and higher level kind of things, or what we called it as a abstract data types and data types reference. Okay, in Java we have covered that terms regarding hash. Okay, so similarly the hash is like that way. The possibility of two different key 1 and key 2 are mapping to the same hash address is known as a collision. They are mapping to the same addresses. For xy coordinate we are doing the same, and for a comma b we are giving the same, then it is called as a collision. If x is giving a value and y is a value 1 and b is also value 1, then x and a are collision itself. Okay, similarly this question was there. And the next question is regarding the ones complement of a binary representation of a 45 is the ones complement of binary representation of 45. So we have we have covered how to convert decimal to binary. We will for binary representation of 45. So 45 can be covered like 32 plus 16 becomes a 48. So we can skip 16. Then we will add 8, so it becomes 40 plus we will add 4, it becomes 44, and last one is 1, so we will skip this one and it becomes 1. Okay, so something to power 0, it becomes okay. so it becomes 1 plus 0 and 1 1 0 and 1. Okay, simple question. Answer is a 1 1 0 0 1. Simple question. Option number C. Sorry, now the ones complement of the binary representation of 45 is there. Now we have find what? We have find the only binary representation. Now convert it to the ones complement. I have told you how to convert it to ones complement. Convert 1 to 0, transform, sorry, not convert, transform 1 to 0 and 0 to 1, means 0 becomes 1, 1 becomes 0 and 0 becomes 1. Option number, I don't know. So answer is a 0 1 0 0 1 0. 0 1 0 0 1 0. C, option number C. Okay, we will move to the next question. To perform wildcard matching in SQL query, which of the following keyword are used? It's a pattern matching. So option is wildcard matching is done in the SQL by giving a keyword a like. This is not a clause. Okay, understand, there is a huge difference between clauses and keywords in the DBMS, in the SQL query. This is a like keyword. This is a like keyword. For alias we use as keyword, like if instead when we use alias. Okay, alias is what? A temporary name is given. Okay, so if a table column name is something, student name, we can alias it by calling it a student column name is can be called as a student, as a student. In similar way, like this as works is a keyword, also like is a keyword, but there are huge many differences between having and where. These are the clauses. Okay, having clause, where clause, we are specifying the conditions. Like is not a clause. Okay, as is not a clause. We need to understand. Go through DBMS if you don't know well. The next is the like keyword is used in the query for a wildcard matching. Okay, like means we have a, then inside a like we can have to match a column that contains a string. We can, if a starting is there, we can add a percent something, then it will understand what kind of starting will be there. Okay, so for pattern matching, for a string matching or matching a string, a like keyword is there. How it works, find out. Next question is, the part of a CPU responsible for moving data to a memory or IO modules is a control unit. That's a very simple question. The part of a CPU, a control unit is a part of CPU, and that moving a data memory to or a IO modules. Okay, computer architecture question. That a control unit works like the way ALU is not giving you that thing. ALU is working your for process options are available what is regarding the arithmetical logic unit, adding, subtracting, whatever there is, and processing unit is for a result generation like thing. Registers for your memory storing. Okay, registers, cache for a temporary memory, and we are moving a memory to a IO device or a IO module, moving a data. CPU is responsible. Okay, in that case the answer is the control unit. Next question is, which of the following is an aggregation function? Aggregate function is what? Aggregate function is going to accept a multiple input, and we are going to get only returning a single value. Like sum is a function. When we have a sum of a plus b, will represent you return you only result in a single term. That is what has exactly the aggregate function. Now question is, which of the following is aggregate function? Min of a b c d will now if I have a min of, we will try here, or min of a b c d, a b c and d will return us what? it will return us a single value, either a or b or a c or a d. So it will return a single value, so it is a aggregate function. Okay, aggregate function. Max, regarding the max is also similar way, will work in the similar way. Okay, will sum is something, sum of a b c d is what, sum of a b c d will give you a, sum of a b c d will give you a single value. Yes, it is. Count is also in the same way, count will give you all those value available which are not null. Okay, what I am saying, what I said, count will return all those values which are not null. If is available null, then what will be the output of this question? What will be the output? It will return only 4, because all the other values are null. Okay, remember, count of star will give you the all this value. Last time what I have asked you. Okay, count of star. Okay, aggregate function that performs the calculation on a set of values and return a single value. Aggregate function are frequently used with the group by clause where of a select statement. The next question is important regarding the SSL certification, SSL certificates that are available on your website. SSL certificates are issued for secure communication over the internet. Answer is SSL. What is SVC, VPN, IRC? Find out and write in the comment. I think so. As a VPN is a virtual private network. I know regarding that. IRC I don't know. IRCTC I know. So answer for this question is SSL. And remember, when HTTPS is there, okay, it does not represent. HTTP means for a HTTP, hypertext transfer protocol. If HTTP and HTTPS, S represents a secure connection, not SSL. Okay, whether there's layers for a security may be available for like a SSL certificates or any other certificate, but it will only a secure connection, not a SSL certificate exactly, and they are issued on your computer over the internet. It's a newly standard security technology. It's a secure socket layer is there. Okay, the link ensures that all data passed between the web server and the browsers remains private and internal. Next question is the situation when the data structure is empty and we try to delete an element is called as an underflow condition. We know this term. Okay, overflow is what? It is we are adding more than the exact overflow is something more than the space, inserting a data above the limitation. Okay, underflow, overflow. Empty flow is nothing, superflow is nothing, not a term. Okay, the full form of NIC is network interface card. Okay, where it lies? A network interface card for your laptop. Find on your laptop, find in the left side, you will see there is a Ethernet connection is available, Ethernet port is available. Within that Ethernet port, inside it, a network NIC card is available. Okay, so NIC is a computer hardware component that connects the computer to a network, but for that purpose NIC must be there. NIC, we have a different technology of NIC also. For we have if you go to the thin PC or thin client PC, you may see NICs offer different variety. You can go with the N computing option. N computing is something that will helpful when you have at that time you must have different NICs for connection, like whatever you see on the internet cafe without CPU. When you see only monitors and CPU, you don't find. So that all working with the N computing, that they have already added adapter where they had already installed the NICs. NICs, that is network interface card, most important term. And even the NICs have their standard technology is also available. An IC of 300 above L, 300N, 300L. Find out that term if you require, if in future if something most in-depth question is there, then it will be helpful. Which of the following is not a valid private IP address? Private IP address. Now this is 172. What I have given answer here, option number B. Why I have given answer option number B? I think that it is a look back address, and so it is not the it is a local host address or a look back address, which is not a valid IP address, I thought so, which is a wrong thinking. So answer for this question is 192.168.255.1, cause it is a private IP ranges for this class C is available for a private IP address is under 255.255 up to 255. Okay, so option number D is not a valid private IP address. Okay. Find more regarding this question. There is a program given here. The program is integer main function is there. Integer is integer main function, so it will return something as an integer. It will return 0 at the last step. You must find return 0, so program is a valid code is there. Integer I starts with 0 for I equal to 0. Loop is there, for loop switch statement inside it. I starts with 0, I is less than 20, I plus plus switch of I will accept value will be 0, so case will print as case will be there. I minus 3 minus equal to 3 means it will replicate its, so it will return I's value decremented by 3. It is a decremental operator. Okay, minus equal to like similarly, if you say I equal to I minus 3, instead of that you can write I minus 3 equal to 3. Okay, so it will decrement value by 3. Case of 1, it will return minus of 1. Default 5 plus 4 equal to so what is the answer? Switch of 0 will give you a case I minus 3 minus equal to 3, so I value will be decremented by 3, and so case of 0 will only accepted. I's value will become minus of 3. I's value becomes minus of 3 and will print up to %d I plus 1. I plus 1 will print what? I plus 1 print what? I plus 1 print minus 3 becomes, okay. That's minus 2. Infinite loop? I don't know. Find out the answer. Try it at home. We will return back to this question again. Next question is regarding which of the following is not a server-side programming language. Server-side programming language. JavaScript is not a server-side programming language. JSP is there, PHP is there, ASP is there, Python is there. We have all the engines available. PHP engine available. For JSP we uses our servers like a Tomcat is one of the server. For ASP we have a Microsoft Visual Studio. We will work on it. We had work on it. Python is like same, that it is a server-side programming language, but JavaScript is not. It is a client-side programming language. It executes on the user browser. All the other languages mentioned in the option are usually executed on the server side. We will move to the next question. 8085 is a 8-bit microprocessor because it has 8-bit. 8-bit of what? 8-bit of ALU, either register, data bus, or a program counter, or a status register. Remember, counter cannot be the answer. Okay, 8085 is a 8-bit microprocessor because of what? Because of its data carrier size of a data bus. The word length of a processor depends on the data bus. Since the 8085 has a 8-bit data bus, it is called as a 8-bit microprocessor. Only 8-bit of data can be transferred at a data bus. So 8-bit microprocessor. Understand? You need to think in this way. ALU cannot be the answer. ALU is an arithmetic logical unit. Registers cannot be the answer. Register, if you think in other way, register, if you don't know exactly what the microprocessor technology, how microprocessor is works, you might give the answer register, but that is the wrong one. Data bus is the exact answer for a 8086. It is a 16-bit microprocessor, because it carries 16-bit of data at a time for a data bus. Okay, next question. A class that cannot be instantiated is called as abstract. Class is never instantiated. Remember, the instance of abstract class you cannot find, because the reason is abstract class itself is the empty body available. Means you wanted to implement it on further of programming, so at further steps you want to implement. So what you will do, you will make it abstract. Okay, you cannot create an object of abstract class. An exact, that is the thing. What the question is, a class that cannot be instantiated is called as a abstract class. Option R, local classes, inner classes, meta classes, base classes. Only the term inner classes is regarding the classes. Local classes, I don't know. Meta classes, I don't know. Base class, I don't know. Okay. Abstract class is exact answer. A complete when we have a I have one question. Okay, right now I can ask you one question. If I want to give a abstract class in, I will start the abstract class in in C++. Okay, abstract class and class name I have to give and I will give here employee. Okay, employee can be one of my abstract class. Now remember, if I have given here that if I have typed here abstract, then one of the method must be abstract. That is most important thing. And however, the class employees object I can't create because it's a abstract. If all the methods inside this, let me ask you whether this is a correct syntax. Abstract, is it a correct syntax for a abstract class? Yes, but what most important thing is, we need to give here a let it be. I will ask you whether this is the correct syntax for abstract class in a C++. Oh, okay, is it correct? I think so. No, cause the reason is we need a semicolon here. Okay, for semicolon in C++ we need semicolon. If you are using a special type of compiler, even in C++ you have to give it. In Java you don't do these things. Okay, and pure abstract class is what? A pure abstract class is all the methods inside the abstract class all are by nature are abstract. Then it is a pure abstract class, and pure abstract class is equal to what? Interfaces. That is where the term interfaces stands. All the abstract methods means what? All abstract method and interface is both are the same. Okay, many more to talk on this issue. You may be knowing interfaces, all abstract methods. Okay, the question is that a class that cannot be instantiated is an abstract class. We never try to make an object of interfaces. Okay, because all the methods are abstract. It's basically empty, means what? We are going to implement it in the future. Implementation means what? in a inheritance, what we are going to do, a base class is we are going to provide a one of the method as abstract, means we are we will implement we will use the same method after at the time of execution. So that kind of thing that can be done. Okay, next question is the technique that enables a computer to execute the program and manipulate the data files larger than the main memory is called as. The technique that enables a computer to execute a program and manipulate the data files larger than the main memory. Then the swapping is done. Swapping is important term. Swap in, swap out. What happens? The main everything is transferred to the main memory. Reason is what? Reason to for that because the memory is larger. Memories data files are larger than the main memory. So in that case, swapping is done. As for swapping, we have different techniques also. Roll in, roll out. So, swapping, swap in, swap out. We have techniques also, and that swapping is one of the useful technique that enables a computer to execute a program and manipulates the data files larger than the main memory. When main memory is unable to execute, the main exact memories, data files memories are unable to execute, that data file larger than the main memory, they are the computer to execute, that execution is done after the swapping. The operating system copies as much as data as possible into main memory and leaves the rest of the data on the disk. Once the data has been processed, it swaps out the existing data from the main memory and swaps in additional data. That is done. When it's a similar way, whatever you are working on the whatever we are working on Microsoft Office, when we are opening a Microsoft Office and saving something, in background a file copy is created as a temporary file on your main memory, and that in the main memory, when we are going to save it, it will replace it. So it is a swap out kind of a thing. Existing data from the main memory will swaps in additional data. That is the thing. Okay, learn more about the swapping. I might have told you something different, so consider what you know. Okay, the next question: which of the following models does not attempt to start with the full specification of requirement and instead starts by development of a small portion of it? We cannot start iterative model. An iterative model development of a small portion of a software is done in the earlier state, and continuously it is done. Okay, option are enhancement model, spiral model, waterfall model, prototyping model, iterative model. The question is, we have with the full specification, we are not starting it, but instead of starting development by a small portion of it. Okay, it's the same question. We don't know exact full specification, but we are starting it. So in iterative model, what happens, everything is done like it's similar to the waterfall model, but every step we are verifying what we have done in the past, what we have done repeatedly. We will check out for that purpose, and same to the waterfall model, but it will waterfall model is a sequential one, and iterative is something different. Okay, then next question is, in object oriented programming, encapsulation is used to refer. Encapsulation is a information hiding. Okay, encapsulation is the wrapping of data. It's a binding of data into a single unit. It is what exactly the term is. Okay, so encapsulation means what? Information hiding. The principle of separating a design decision that are most likely to change. thus protecting the other part of the program from the extension modification if the design decision is changed. Okay, next question is, in a variable in C programming language cannot start with what? Variables can start with underscore. Yes, remember, uppercase alphabet. Yes, you can. Let me ask you one important question with this, whether this is most important, what, by what purpose, whether this is correct. Integer main can be a variable, give me the answer. Integer main, main, is it a correct variable, or integer or other integer is, I will use another integer, capital means if all are capital main, is it a correct one? The answer to this question is integer. If all are capital, then remember, if all are capital, then it can be a possibility, because it's a case sensitive in way. We are using a camel case or any other. At that time, we are giving a name to a variable, so we are not using camel case programming approach. For a variable, we can have this name, so it is a valid one. Okay, the next one, if I ask you, is it possible? Yes, it is possible. It's valid. Why it is valid? Because it is something different from small m. It is something different from small m. Main. This main is a main method. So like this can be, we cannot start with a number. Okay, we cannot start with a number. A variable cannot start with a number. That is the only criteria. Okay, the other are very simple. Lowercase can be a possibility. All of the above can be starting with the characters. Next question is regarding the entity integrity. Means what? Entity integrity, every table must have a primary key. Primary key cannot be null. Primary key should be unique, and all of the above and none of the above. Now basically, if you see the option number B and option number C, what they are saying, primary key cannot be null and primary key should be unique. It is the nature. By default, primary key itself is a unique and not null. So both of the statements are correct. Accordingly, you can say all of the options are correct. But let us understand the question also. Entity integrity means what? Integrity. Okay, when we talk about the integrity, then it is a identifier for a rows in the table, and that is the mechanism to maintain the primary key. Now we know primary keys are those that are unique identifier for a table, and they are unique and not null, we know. And so all our options are correct, and that table must have a primary key to have a entity integrity. Okay, we'll move to the next question. When an object is deleted, the function that is automatically called is what? It is called as a destructor. Okay, behind the scene already garbage collector was for a Java system, but there is something difference between a destructor and a garbage collector. Okay, destructor is a special member function of a class that is executed whenever an object of its class goes out of the scope, and whenever the delete expression is applied to a pointer to the object of the class, then function is automatically called, that is object is deleted when the function, this function that is automatically called is a destructor. Constructor is also same. Okay, when object is created, the default constructor is by default is available. There is also one other constructor works behind the scene in Java. If you don't know, there is always a constructor. Okay, you must be knowing that one also. Default constructor is also working, but also one another constructor also works there. What that constructor name is, write in the comment. Okay, I will leave in description, I will tell you okay what that constructor is, or let it be, I will tell you. A static constructor is the one that is also a part of, like a constructor that works in the background. Like a static block executes every piece of code, and by default a static block is always there. If you don't know, for a class there always a static block. Like the similar, when a constructor is there, a default constructor is there, static constructor is also there. Okay. And like this, what the question was, when an object is deleted, the function that is automatically called is a destructor. And there is something garbage collector, that is what unused unused objects are, where they are the memory to be to fresh to make a to deallocate the memory of the unused object is what the garbage work of a garbage collector. And for in Java, that is adopted by a method, GC method. Earlier there was a GC method, now it is in Java there is more higher technologies are available. So GC method is not today we have a destructor, we can use it for to deleting an object. Okay, automatically deletes the object, but destructor deletes the automatically object. However, the GC method can be applied. Okay, GC method, and that is a very best approach of programming to making an efficient use of a memory. Okay, that is the most important. We will move to the next question. Earlier we have seen one programming regarding question. If you have written it, the option for that question is option number D. 1, 5, 10, 15 and 20 is the output. Okay, the programming related question. So few more question left. Okay, the range of an 8-bit unsigned integer will be what? Unsigned integer of 8-bit is, it is 0 to 255. You must need to know 2 to the power 8 is what? 2 to the power 8 is 256. So it is very simple. So the question was very simple. 8-bit unsigned integer value ranges from, and by default, even if unsigned integer always goes up to 8-bit only. I don't know about the 16-bit unsigned integer. I never heard. I have heard about only 8-bit unsigned integer. I have 2-bit unsigned integer is also available. So 8-bit unsigned integer in C and in C when I have done programming, so I know 8-bit unsigned integer. Regarding 16-bit unsigned integer, I haven't heard. So check out whether in C compiler 16-bit unsigned integer is available or not. Answer to this question may be yes. Okay, but I don't know. So option for the answer for this question, the range of a 8-bit unsigned integer is 2 to the power 0 to 225. If option available, if a question is regarding the 16-bit, you may click 2 to the power 16 minus 1. Okay, ranges. Next question is, which of the following keyword is used to sort the result of a SQL query? What we use for sorting purpose, we have options. Which of the following keyword is used to sort the result of the SQL query? Option are order, second option is sort, third option is grade, fourth is rank, and fifth is group. Let us go to the options. Group is, let me start with the group. Group is a order by clause. Okay, it's a clause. Sorry, it's not a order by clause. It's a clause uh, which is not exactly our giving us a sorting in sorting nature. Okay, we are when we have a group by clause. Sorry, a group by clause is not that exactly sorting result is there. Rank is not that. Rank is not going to give us a sorted array, but I think there is rank is also one of the function. Yes, it's one of the function. Rank. Grade is not a function. Okay, grade is not a function. Sorry, grade rank is not a rank is one of the keyword. Grade is, I don't know about the grade, but regarding the sort, we know sort is not a keyword exactly, but order is a keyword, and order by is a clause. Order by, you can increment order by in a ascending or in a descending. It is a very simple question, but order by clause you can specify also. Query replace no, there is, if you do not specify in the order by clause, the query result appears in a no specific order, means you cannot say whether it is in the ascending or descending. If you say only order by, you may see in ascending order, you may see in descending order. Okay, regarding the order by clause, but order by clause you can say there by ascending, by descending also. And we know this order by clause, the option for this question, answer for this question is order, and it was a simple question, but we wanted to see all other option also. Group is something different. When group by clause is something when we have multiple columns of a similar table, when we want to fetch the results, then that time there is ambiguity, when then we use the group by clause. Okay, when where condition is not appropriate, then we have a group by clause, and where condition is why is not appropriate, because there we are using a two different columns. How can we use, so that and condition we cannot use in the same way. When we have different columns of different tables, then what we need to do? Okay, there is also one of the important clause, that is having clause. Okay, there is something important regarding having clause. We will talk about that also in the later if a question arises. Okay, so the next question, an input and a four input NOR gate has a 4 output. Okay, a 4 input NOR gate has a 4 inputs. The number of input cases where the output will be high. We are talking about the NOR gate. We have a 4 input. Very simple question. The number of inputs where the output will be high. We have a NOR gate. If all inputs becomes a 0, then it will be the lowest one. When if it will be the highest, it will be the lowest one. When all the input if all the inputs will be 1, then resulting in low output for the NOR gate. It's very simple question. A NOR gate is a inverted output of a OR gate. We know these things, and the output of NOR gate is high when all the inputs are low, because it is completely invert to the 0 to 1 and 1 to 0. So simple question. Okay, then if a question, there can be a possible questions we can make. A 4 input of a NAND gate has a 4 inputs, the number of input cases where the output will be high. What is the answer? I think so in that case, if this is the question regarding the NOR gate 4 input, the output will be high. If all the inputs will be 1, then output will be high, because we are making a no we are going to put a bubble, means we are going to make a knot of it. Similarly, if a NAND gate is there, then what will be possibility? We will do by, okay, when for a NAND gate, if a same question is there, if you don't understand the question, please read it again. Okay, the question is, the 4 input is there and 4 inputs are for a NOR gate is there, in which case the output will be high for a NOR gate. Okay, for NOR gate, now we are considering about the NAND gate. Now whatever it may be, but what NOR gate will return us, it will return us a AND gates bubble, means a knot of AND gate. So it will be, if all the inputs are 0, okay, if all the inputs are 0 and we will make a knot of it, so then what it will give us 1. So similarly, the answer for this question, if a NAND gate is there, answer will be same. Okay, and basically I want to tell you one more important thing. And NAND and NOR are those gates which are universal gate. What universal gate is? Universal gate where you can implement any of the basic logic gate, where you can implement a NOT gate, OR gate, AND gate, any of the basic logic gate. Okay, that is a universal gate, and these are the, if options are given for you, then NOR, NAND, then both are the answer. Okay, both are the universal gate, but not about the XNOR and XOR. Okay, XNOR and XOR and XNOR are something different. XNOR is something very different. These are exclusively OR, exclusively NOR. Okay, they are not a universal gate. Next question is regarding the file system fragmentation result when option is a file system fragmentation result in when the option are the block of the files are not contiguous, the block for files are contiguous, the file is very large, there are many files, and none of the above. When fragmentation result, file system fragmentation is result when the block of the files are not contiguous, can cause the result in a increased disk head or a moment or a seek time, which a hinder throughput is there. So exactly, files when are not in the contiguous, the file system fragmentation may result. Okay, the next question is, which among the following is an indexed data structure? Most important question. Indexed data structure is a one where we are using indices. Okay, for a linear array we are using the index. In the linked list we are not using this data structure is not indexed data structure. Okay, because we have a node and a data where any of the node will pointing to the element of a next element address. Okay, and that is also there is available one node and data, that node and pointer is available. Linked list is not the answer. It is not a indexed data type. Indexed data structure is a linear array, and linear arrays where the array index will index of arrays are available from the zeros. Queues is not the option. All of the above not the option. Okay, the next question is, the which table contains the base address of each page in physical memory? Most important question. Yes, the most important as far as the IBPS SOIT or any other exam, in any of the exam, the table contains the base address of each page in physical memory in a page table. Remember, page table is that the answer. where it is a data structure used by a virtual memory system in a computer system to store the mapping between the virtual addresses and the physical addresses. A page table based register PTBR holds the base address for the page table of the current process. So page table is the one that contains the base address for each page in the physical memory. Frame table is not the answer, but frame table is also a part that means page table can save a frame. Okay, virtual table is not the answer. It is a page table is going to save addresses mapping between the virtual address and the physical address. Offset table is not there. Process table is not there. Process table is there, but we are not working for that. We will work for a page table. Okay. Similarly, we have completed this all those important question. Okay. So as far as this our IBPS SOIT officer exam is concerned, the professional knowledge subject exam is concerned. In the previous exams, similar pattern was followed. Similar paper pattern was followed. Whatsoever we have solved in this session. Syllabus model is always that also is same. Similarly, you might have seen the question from the DBMS are most there available. From data structure, average question, networking, average communication regarding. This time we have focused more on logic gates, digital electronics, because these subjects we are not that much, we don't have that much hands on this subject. So better always be prepared with this subject also. Okay. Maybe in exam you may see something different paper pattern also, so prepared, always prepared, but these are the basic questions. Okay, you may see in other exams, so this session will definitely would be helpful for you. If you have seen complete session, then I would like to thank you a lot, and thanks a lot.